Episode 159, the runtime stack. Execution, depth, authority, and processing order. In the last episode, we clarified the difference between input, execution, and output. Now we need to understand how reality processes signal and in what order. This is the runtime stack. First, an important clarification. Before we list the stack, we need to clarify something. When we talk about runtime stack, we are not talking about importance or visibility. We are talking about execution depth. The deeper a layer is in the stack, the more authority it has over execution. So, what is the runtime stack? The runtime stack is the order in which internal state is processed before experience is rendered. Deeper layers define what can run, shallower layers express what is already running. So, the runtime stack, deep to shallow. From the deepest execution authority to most visible expression, the stack is as follows. Identity, the execution baseline. Perception, the availability filter. Emotion, the signal modulation layer. Thought, the interpretation layer. Choice, the activation layer. Action, the expression layer. Identity is the deepest layer. Identity sits deepest in the stack because it defines what is normal, safe, and allowed. Anything incompatible with identity cannot execute consistently. This is why identity overrides effort. Perception, the availability layer. Perception determines what options are even visible. You cannot choose what you cannot perceive. So perception has more authority than choice. Emotion, the modulation layer. Emotion adjusts signal strength and stability. Highly charged emotion distorts execution. This is signal physics, not weakness. Thought, the interpretation layer. Thought explains what is happening. It does not decide what happens. This is why understanding alone doesn't change outcomes. Choice, the activation layer. Choice activates execution only if deeper layers allow it. Thinking about choosing does nothing. Action, the expression layer. Action is the most visible layer, but it has the least execution authority. Action expresses what deeper layers have already approved. Why this order matters? Most people try to change reality from the top of the stack. They use thought, willpower, and action. But execution authority lives deeper. This is why effort often fails. Key insight. Visibility is not authority. Depth is authority. Practical clarity. If you are doing everything right but nothing changes, you are likely working too shallow in the stack. Real change happens deeper. The runtime stack determines execution. Deeper layers govern possibility, shallower layers express outcome. Understanding this order prevents confusion and burnout. Next, we will explore priority layers in the stack, how deeper layers automatically override shallower ones. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and follow for more aligned content. And if you're new, I would suggest please start with episode 0, the source field. Everything builds progressively from there. And also please do not forget to download free books and free PDFs for these episodes from the link in my bio. Thank you.